考研复试英语常见问题第3类研究生计划类。1. 你为什么要报考本校和本专业？提问方式 Why do you choose our university and this major? 关键词 University, Major, Choose。 在回答的时候要注意跨考和非跨考可能有一些差别。回答示例 The reason why I choose the journalism major of Wuhan University is very simple.I want to become a professional journalist after 3 years study, just like my parents did 20 years ago. I am interested in this field because of my parents. I have been keeping the habit of reading newspapers and TV news, analyzing the logicality in words and means of expression in speaking since I was a child. 接下来非跨考的可以说I majored in journalism now, spent almost 4 years to learn the basic knowledge in this field. During my postgraduate period, I hope to equip myself more practical skills through the 3-year study. 跨考的可以说I dreamed to apply for this major in Wuhan University, but unfortunately I failed in the college entrance examination.During my undergraduate period, I have been studying journalism all by myself very hard in my spare time, only wish to realize my dream one day. 接下来说为什么选择这个学校，跨考和非跨考都可以这样讲。As for the selection of school, Wuhan University is one of the best universities in this field in China, so I think I will be greatly trained and become an outstanding pressman after graduation.2. 研究生期间的规划。提问方式 1. Can you talk about your plans in the postgraduate study? 2. What do you want to achieve during your postgraduate study? 关键词 plans, achieve, postgraduate。 内容结构 1. 引入语 2. 第一年要做什么？一般是完成相关的课程。3. 第2年要做什么？一般是做课题研究、发表论文之类的。4. 第3年要做什么？一般是写论文、实习、找工作、考虑读博之类的。如果是2年学制的话呢，适当的调整，第1年的任务会相对的多一些。5. 结束语表决心。回答示例 If I am luckily admitted, I will achieve the following goals during the next 3-year study. First of all, I will try my best to finish all the courses needed for my graduation, pass all the exams, and get all the credit in the first year. Then, in the second year, I am going to start reading papers and periodicals as well as doing some academic research with the seniors and my mentor. What's more, I will try to issue a few papers on some influential academic websites. And last, I will finish my graduation thesis in the 3rd year, take part in internships, and prepare for the future employment. If chance given, I also wish to fight for a PhD. I believe my post-graduation life will be enriched and meaningful. 3. 你觉得研究生学习会遇到什么挑战？怎么应对？提问方式 1. What challenges do you think you will encounter in postgraduate period, and how do you plan to cope with them? 2. What do you think your greatest challenge will be as a postgraduate student, and what's your plan to address this challenge? 关键词 challenge, plan, postgraduate stage, or postgraduate student. 内容结构 1. 回答最大的挑战是什么？ 2. 回答自己如何应对。回答示例 I think the biggest challenge during the postgraduate period is the academic research. Although I am very interested in this major and confident to learn every course well, I would definitely encounter some difficulties on the road of academic study, which cannot be solved by my current knowledge. In this regard, I think I should develop a positive attitude and admit my own shortcomings at first. Secondly, I will communicate with my mentor, listen to his or her opinions and suggestions, and choose an appropriate research method under the guidance of him or her. Finally, I will improve my ability of self-study, read more academic documents, and make a practical research plan and schedule. 4. 你研究生期间的学费怎么解决？ 提问方式一 How do you intend to finance your education if admitted? 二 How do you afford your tuition if admitted? 关键词 tuition, finance, admitted. 内容结构一如果被录取，会努力的学习去赢得奖学金。二我有一定的经济支撑，应届生呢可以强调父母会支持，往届生呢可以强调自己有一定的存款之类的。三在不影响学习的前提下，会考虑做一些合适的兼职，强调对于学习和实践能力的锻炼。回答事例 If I am lucky enough to be admitted, I would cherish this opportunity very much and study hard during the postgraduate period to obtain the scholarship. In addition, my parents are very supportive of my study, both materially and spiritually, and they will also help me pay part of my tuition. Time is limited and very precious, so I will give priority to my study even though I intend to be independent and self-reliant. If there is a suitable part-time job in my spare time, I will take it into consideration on the premise that it will not disturb my study, because it will benefit me a lot for my interpersonal communication and social practice skills. 五，你认为读研和本科有什么区别呢？提问方式 What do you think the differences between being a postgraduate and an undergraduate are? 关键词 difference, postgraduate, undergraduate. 内容结构一你认为有几个区别就说几个。二结束语表决心。回答事例 Firstly, in my opinion, the fundamental difference between undergraduate and postgraduate study lies in the way of obtaining knowledge. Undergraduate students get knowledge mainly through the textbooks and the lectures of teachers, while postgraduates' main resource of knowledge is doing research. They expand their study fields through massive documents and experiments in order to create new achievement. Secondly, because I chose to prepare for the postgraduate entrance examination, I didn't pay too much attention to internships and part-time jobs during my undergraduate period. But as for the postgraduate period, it's very important to prepare for the future employment or further education. I hope I can arrange my time reasonably, enhance my competitiveness through learning and practicing, and strive to become a better man. 六，你的父母怎么看待你读研？提问方式一 What do your parents think about your pursuit for a postgraduate degree? 二 What's your parents' attitude towards your decision to be a postgraduate student? 关键词 parents, attitude, pursue, postgraduate. 内容结构一说明父母的态度，建议说支持。二父母为什么会持这种态度？支持的话呢，一般是从读书的好处方面去阐述，比如说能够提升自己的专业能力，为之后的工作做准备，或者提升自己的综合竞争力之类的。三，对此你有什么想法？回答事例 My parents are very supportive of my decision to be a postgraduate. First of all, when they were young, they did not have the idea for further study, and they realized the value of knowledge only after entering the society. As a result, they hope I can learn as much as possible and master more professional skills. Secondly, they also warn me that in today's society with fierce competition, we young people need to keep learning to keep up with the pace of the society. During my preparation for the postgraduate entrance examination, my parents did their best to support me both materially and spiritually, and they have high hopes for me. I am very grateful for their love and support, and I hope I can pass the exam and live up to their expectations. 七，如果没有考上，你有什么打算？提问方式一 If you're not admitted finally, what are your plans? 二 If you failed this time, what will you do in the near future? 关键词 plan, failed, accepted, admitted. 内容结构一展示自己的自信。二表达自己的谦虚。三说一下后续的打算。实际上呢，你后来会做什么谁也不知道，所以你可以笼统的说自己还会继续努力，往2战的那个方向去说，相对会省事儿一点。回答事例 I have prepared for the preliminary test for a whole year, made a great deal of efforts, overcome a great number of difficulties, and successfully passed the exam. After that, I didn't slacken at all and began to prepare for today's interview, so I have the confidence to pass it. However, there is always someone more competent than me, so I cannot be 100% sure on my passing. But even if I fail this time, I will not be depressed and defeated. I believe that in any case, this year's experience will not be in vain, and I will stand on a higher starting point next time. I will adjust my mood as soon as possible, think about my shortcomings seriously, and learn lessons from this try. Then I will optimize my review plans in the future and strive for better grades and performance next year. To be a postgraduate is my dream. I will not give up easily. 8. 你会不会读博？提问方式： 1. Do you have any plans for a PhD? 2. Would you choose to study for a PhD? 关键词 Doctor's degree, plan. 内容结构： 1. 表明自己的态度。导师问这个问题的目的呢，是看你有没有一心向学的态度、科研的兴趣以及吃苦耐劳的精神，所以说比较建议回答说有这个打算。当然，如果你任何一点点考博的想法都没有的话，也可以不用强行说，避免导师追问，可以说一下自己没有读博的打算，说出原因，但是表明自己依然会非常认真的对待研究生期间的学术研究。2. 读博对于自身的发展好处是什么？ 3. 研究生阶段应该要怎么去准备，怎么做？回答事例 Yes, I have plans to continue for a PhD because I think research comes first for a postgraduate. Scientific research is the foundation of practice and will guide our practice. I learned that there are very limited seats for a PhD degree, but if chance given, I would definitely strive for it and live up to my tutor's cultivation. However, a journey of 100 miles begins with a single step. If I can be admitted successfully, I will strive to learn basic knowledge in the first year of postgraduate study and prepare for the doctoral examination and graduation thesis in the second and third year of postgraduate.